Hello, everybody. What's up? I'm Purblind Gamer. I'm a legally blind variety streamer who specializes in retro and horror and obscure games. And yeah, thank you to everybody who drops by my stream. It occurred to me that, sometimes I play action games and sometimes I play adventure games, and, some people prefer one or the other, so maybe I should just do a stream in which I play one of each. So that's what I think I'm going to do today. And the first game I'm going to play is Operation Carnage. I hope nobody's scared of crab, spider, alien things, because it looks like they're appear in this game. I got this game from Half Price Books about 20 years ago when it was on sale for $3. And then I put off playing it, so this is my first time playing it, and we'll both get to see what it's like. It's in some kind of arcade shoot 'em up. Let's see what the box says. Sometimes you just gotta kick some butt. Operation Carnage is fast-paced action on steroids. I don't know, for some reason this game makes me feel like Duke Nukem. But apparently the story is, aliens enslave humans, last free human, aliens eat human souls, going to go kill all the aliens and free the humans. Okay. Let's open this box up and see what's inside. This game was released in 1996, so a fair while ago. Fortunately, it's on CD-ROM and not floppy, which means I don't have to switch out USB floppy drive and USB CD-ROM drive. Yeah, Half Price Books is a great place if you want to buy used books or video games or movies or just about anything else. It's always interesting to see what they put in these boxes. Are there manuals? Are there registration cards? Are there fake mustaches? Or is there nothing but empty cardboard and a jewel case? Meh. It's the game that's important. Yep. Not every box can have a t-shirt, or a mask, or a newspaper, or a catalog. Yeah, it's a top-down arcade shoot 'em up, sometimes compared to Smash TV and Robotron and Alien Breed, all those classics. So, yes, here we have DOSBox. I'll just have to install it real quickly since I decided to open it and unbox it on stream. But hopefully this won't take too long. Remember when you had to do this every time you wanted to install a game? And you were just praying that something wouldn't go wrong. And it wouldn't say, oops, you're out of XMS. And you're like, what's XMS? And your computer's like, invalid command. And you're like, thanks, computer. That was helpful. What seems to be the trouble? And if for some reason it doesn't install from the CD-ROM, I might have found a copy online because it was released in freeware like 15 years ago, and downloaded that as a backup. Oh yes, and after I play this, or I either beat it or get eaten by giant spider crabs, I'm going to play Night of the Werewolf, which is an adventure game and interactive movie in the Choose Your Own Nightmare series. Oh, automatically redirected me to C drive, if I configured this correctly. Gosh, I love DOSBox. Remember the days before DOSBox when you were trying to use MoSlow and VDM sound to get DOS games working in Windows? It sounds slightly loud to me.
Carnage.
Of course. There, hopefully that's slightly better. It always sounds louder in my headphones than it does to you guys. Hopefully that's also not too quiet. Pretty good music. Alien invasion, infiltrate, eradicate, kill, survive, take no prisoners. I like it when they're nice, constructed or concise objectives for us to go through. Important thing to know is, I guess, pick them all up and use them to shoot things. And, oh right, since this is a keyboard-based arcade game, I think I have text-to-speech enabled, which will make it easier for me to monitor chat, since I'm using magnification software to zoom in on the screen.
Blind gamer. Cause I never take you where the gang goes when I take NY sugar to tea.
That's good. Now, time for some Carnage. Not to be confused with Maximum Carnage, or Total Carnage, or there's a lot of carnage going on in these video games. Nice. I'm assuming that's red, which would make this a little on the bloody side. For... I wonder what it was rated. I forgot to check the box. Yeah, well. I don't think I need to set my channel for mature streams today. Kind of forgot last time when I was playing a rather bloody horror adventure. I wish zoom text would let you zoom in or out with a little more precision. Yeah, well. Turrets? Oh, moving turrets. Oops. It looks like the power-ups don't disappear. That's always nice. Hi, and what's that? Is it Pangela? Pangela? Thank you so much for coming in. How are you doing today? I'm doing pretty well, thanks. Excited to try out this new game. Isn't exactly easy. Oh, it's it's an arcade shoot 'em up for the PC called Operation Carnage. I had it on CD-ROM and had never actually played it, so I'm like, yeah, Twitch is a good chance to try it out. Ooh, looks like we're in for a boss fight. Oh, nice. You can hold down the key and strafe. Are you into retro games, Pangela? If I'm saying that right. Yeah, same here. Because there are so many games that you don't see very often and get forgotten. Oregon Trail, no kidding. I remember that from back in the day. Oh, cutscene. What a fight. I must have altered every alliance race, alerted every alliance race to my presence, and I'm sure they're on their way here now. Those that came early learned a lesson they won't soon forget. I've located the entrances to the main transportation network. This is where I will strike next. Probably something about killing aliens. And... oops. I should ask, how is the volume for this game? Is it hopefully not too loud? rotters. I should probably turn up the game volume. Bitch. One moment. Ah! Oop, that's what I get for not remembering what the pause button is. Oh, I got a follow. Oh, hey, Andre. Thank you so much for following. I really appreciate it. Hopefully the game audio is a little better now, and I just
Angela. That's better. I can hear music now. Smiley face.
oh, sweet. There's got to be some way to make it so that what I hear in the headphones is the same thing you guys hear. I'll figure it out eventually. But how are you doing, Andre? How did your stream go? I grew up with a Sega Genesis, and this definitely feels like the kind of game you would find on the Sega. Hello, Andre. Yeah, how's your day going? Man, I'm already down 2 lives. That's not good.
I love Sega games, but the Genesis had the worst controllers in my experience.
Oh, really? You didn't like them? Yeah, it might be that I just liked them because, you know, that's what I got used to.
Man, your mic sounds fucking stellar. Orators, bro. Andrew Martins have joined.
Oh, wow.
Well, the raid was weird, but Andre sent us all your way.
Wow, thank you so much.
Engineer White Zero. Greetings. Angela. Well, could have been that mine were always second hand too, haha. Andrew Martins. I'm new to this raid thing.
No, same here.
Eyes. Andrew Martins. Crew is here.
Oh, thank you so much. Hello, Wolfman, Engineer, Virus Dreamer. I appreciate you guys all coming with the wet raid, and Keytar Cat. Yeah, welcome everybody. I'm Purblind Gamer, or David.
Hell yes.
I'm a legally blind variety streamer who only started streaming recently and is still kind of trying to learn how to stream and how to make Twitch work. And today we're playing...
This game looks a lot like Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup except with better graphics.
Oh, I don't think I've played that one specifically.
Do you have a preference on how we type to make sure your screen reader makes sense?
No, not really. I'm kind of like... I'm just using a third-party program because my magnification software / screen reader doesn't work with Twitch, but I can pretty much understand what you guys are saying. Just gotta figure out how to fine-tune the volume. It's actually easier for me to play adventure games or like something with that where I can switch back and forth using the mouse, like between the chat and the game. But, yeah, this game is Operation Carnage, which was released in, like, I want to say 96, and I don't know much about it. I just had a copy that I bought like 20 years ago and never got around to playing, and I thought it's a good time to try it out. But yeah, it's very much like those old arcade top-down shooters. Alien Breed. What were you doing in your stream today, Andre? Was it VR chat? Top-down Doom, right.
Andrew, look, Martins. We were doing Minecraft VR. We're building a theater in Minecraft.
Oh. Oh, that sounds pretty awesome. And then you can put on plays there.
Andrew, look, Martins. First musical performed in Minecraft, perhaps.
Oh, that would be great. And thank you so much, Guy Uzi, for the follow. I think that's what it said. Oh, hope I'm saying the names right. Even a musical in Minecraft. I'd definitely come to watch that. I've always been a fan of the fusion of drama and video games. Just not so much some of the movies they've made.
I lag.
Oh, I'm sorry you're lagging. Hopefully it's not my stream. Oops. Oh, maybe those guys aren't coming back.
Wolfman 090. You stream is don't worry. Andrew, look, Martins. Tell your modem to go past your virus.
Huh. Alright, we gotta show these computers who's boss. I'm sure there are games about that. Oh, thanks for letting me know, Wolfman.
Engineer White Zero. Something something machine overlords.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I just figured, you know, once you've destroyed everything and the train's just sitting there, it can't hurt you. But I would be wrong. Contra school gameplay. Come into contact with anything whatsoever and you die. Yeah, robot overlords. I'm just hoping the computers didn't take over.
Alright, I got it. Glad you enjoyed the raid. Night night.
Oh, good night, Andre. Yeah, thank you so much for raiding and for coming to hang out. I really appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to seeing your Minecraft musical.
Engineer White Zero. Computers taking over. Can't be worse than what's going down right now.
Yeah, I mean, you know, humans have made a lot of mistakes. Maybe the computers can show us how to do things. I mean, in science fiction, usually something goes wrong. But that's because most of the science fiction stories are written by humans.
I'm gonna go home with my family. Night, everyone.
Oh, good night, Kita Cat. Thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate it. Oh, Chicago Ted, thank you very much for following. I appreciate it. And Yeah, welcome everybody to this channel. And to Operation Carnage. And Wolfman, thanks for the follow. So, isn't there a song about a Wolfman? Clap for the Wolfman. You're gonna dig him till the day you die. About Wolfman Jack, I think.
Yeah, it's bedtime for me as well. Have a good rest of your stream. Engineer Who.
Thank you very much, Engineer. Engineer Who. I appreciate your coming in, and I hope you have a good night. Oh yeah, it continues. Thank goodness for continues. I'm gonna need them. There's look like other guns on him, and I suspect they're going to start firing soon enough. Oh yeah. Wait, why am I using my default weapon? Oh. Apparently when you use a continue, you lose all of the weapons you've saved up. Use it or lose it. Carnage. Just in case you forgot what this game was all about, it's Carnage.
The main transport lines have been destroyed, but no time to rest. I can hear the Alliance search drones closing in on me. There's no turning back now. I must continue my advance into the fortress and burn a path of destruction straight to the main reactors. This was only a first skirmish. The real battle is about to begin. And I'm going to kick their butts. Get ready.
Yeah, these little drones take a fair number of hits.
Get ready.
Okay. Enemies always seem to come out through those kind of curved, like, doors or whatever, so it pays to strategically position myself, especially when each room starts. How many of you guys are there?
So what would you mainly like to do voice acting for? Cartoons, video games.
Oh, voice acting. I haven't really done any professionally. I'd be, I'm kind of open to doing it for anything. Like, back in school, I did it for, those things split up. I mostly did, like, some voiceover and things for movies and for some of the stuff the school did. But it would be really fun to do it for video games. I've heard it's, easier to potentially do it, like voice work for commercials. So.
I think you'd be great.
Oh, thank you so much. That means a lot. Yeah. No matter what, it's one of those things I think I'll still keep trying to do for fun. It's so much easier than normal acting. I mean, just insofar as you can do it from the comfort of your own home. Yeah, I keep forgetting I have those, what are they called, scatter bombs? Yeah, and save them up for the bosses.
That's what I was about to say. Possibly more security, not necessarily having to go to the center with lots of people. I've always wanted to do reading or audiobooks.
Oh, reading for audiobooks. I think that would be cool too. It's, you know, a lot of stuff, but I mean a lot of text to read, but fun to do. And right, not having to go to a set, which is especially good in these times. Like, I always enjoy going to film sets, and it's a lot of fun. I used to do a fair number, like in film school and then afterwards, but now there are just so many fewer, and you know, it's more dangerous to go anywhere. Yeah, reading for audiobooks, that's one of those things I forget about sometimes. I never listened to as many audiobooks. I always preferred large print. One thing I really liked was radio plays. It's cool that there's starting to be more fictional podcasts, which are basically like modern radio plays.
Theater scene has been sad lately too. Easy face, I didn't even know. Doing fictional podcasts, that sounds so fun.
Did you say... Oh, the theater scene, right. Yeah, I didn't know that until recently that they were doing fictional podcasts. I kind of had the idea of trying to do radio plays again, which I'd done some back in the day. And I mostly knew about Welcome to Night Vale, but apparently there are being more people trying to do that, like make it into an actual industry. Hope they don't make us restart the whole level. Okay, well, that's decent of them. Ooh, werewolves, and it's called A Wayward Guide for the Untrained Eye. Oh, that sounds neat. Thanks for telling me about that. I'll have to check that out. And I do like werewolves, and all things horror. Oh, snaps, there's one. Ah. Imagine this is one of those games where you have to practice it a fair amount to get good. Well, maybe we can at least beat this level. Oh no, you're not talking too much. I'm realizing that I don't know how to turn up the volume of my text-to-speech. And my favorite type of media for horror is... It's hard. I might go with movies, although I do like some books a lot, and horror video games. I kind of collect horror video games for fun. My mistake, I sort of quit during the pause menu, but they gave us a password, so that's kind of nice. What's your favorite medium? Pangela? You said, was it books? I haven't read a lot of modern horror books, but I read a lot of the old classics like Poe, Lovecraft, M.R. James. Over back here. Joy.
Angela. Yeah, mainly because I'm not a fan of seeing horror with gratuitous violence depicted, but for some reason reading it doesn't bother me as much. If you like those series, The Haunting of Bly Manor is a Netflix series I really enjoyed this year.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that, and I gotta watch those because, like, The Haunting, the movie, is, I think, one of the scariest movies ever made, and I've been reading the book, The Haunting of Hill House, before I watched the Netflix series, and then I know Bly Manor comes after that. It's great to see them doing a really good horror series. I don't know. There haven't been as many horror TV shows that I've really gotten into. Like, I've seen some of American Horror Story, but yeah, that it feels like some seasons are a lot better than others. Kind of slide past these guys. Okay. There's only 4 of the big ones, so now it's more manageable. I am getting better.
I actually didn't even watch the Haunting of Hill House yet, but I should. I should read the book too. I haven't watched American Horror Story either, but I do love creepy carnival settings, so maybe I should check out the Freak Show season.
Oh yeah, the Freak Show season. That was pretty good. And I do recommend the book, even though I haven't finished reading The Haunting of Hill House. I recommend it. And also watching the first movie, which was really scary and not bloody. As they did make another film adaptation in like the 90s, and it was, how should I put this charitably, bad. I thought anyway. You know, some horror movies, it's like, just watching the plot and it's like, wait, why did any of this happen? Are we supposed to believe this? It would be nice if the bullets you were shooting were a little, like, starker color compared to the ground, like white orbs or something, like in some of the older games. I want to at least beat this level. I can move faster when not shooting. Don't know why it took me that long to notice that. And how about horror video games, Pandela? Are you into those too?
Isn't Shirley Jackson the author of The Lottery? I remember reading that in middle school, and I don't think that was an age I could really appreciate that story. Myself, I'm not great at video games in general, and I give up easily, haha.
know. Yeah, sometimes it's more fun to watch than to play. Like, for me at least, some genres I prefer that. And yes, that's right, Shirley Jackson. It was who wrote Hill House was the same one who wrote The Lottery. Which is a great story. I remember I was in a stage adaptation of that in high school. Good, disturbing folk horror kind of thing. Deceptively sparse room. Should have known it was something like that. Okay. Just a giant web-based being that shoots lasers out of its nose. Nothing I can't handle. Don't actually gleam when he's about to shoot you.
I can't imagine seeing a stage adaptation being the way to first be introduced to that story. That sounds intense. By the way, kind of a random subject change, but do you enjoy the Twilight Zone?
Yes, the Twilight Zone is... I think it's one of the best TV series ever made. Which one's like, consistently good in just about every episode. And you can watch it over and over again. And I know they have like rebooted it, like for a 4th incarnation. Is it last year? And I need to watch that. It was a little bit, kind of wondering how it was going to be after I'd read they're going to adapt Nightmare at 20,000 feet for the new reboot again, which I know they did in the original series and the movie, and they might have done it in one of the other series. But I do love the Twilight Zone. And do you watch Black Mirror too? Can we hit? No indication it's doing any harm to him.
I'm not sure if it's available online. I haven't seen Black Mirror, but I've heard it's good.
Yeah, and I haven't seen all of Black Mirror, but I've seen like several episodes, and it is, so far they've been consistently good. Fairly dark, but I suppose that's appropriate. A moment. Yeah, I agree. I saw, what is it, Us, and that is a really good horror movie, and I need to see Get Out. I'm glad they've got somebody really capable handling the new Twilight Zone reboot. And I definitely will watch it. I just know it's, for a while it was only on the CBS paid service. Yeah, when you've got, an IP that, you know, has such an impressive history and is so good, you're glad to hear that somebody really good is handling it. I remember in the third version of the Twilight Zone, I think, I want to say it was Forrest Whitaker who was hosting it. He was pretty good.
I'd like to actually see what he did with it. I loved in the original Twilight Zone that they adapted that Ray Bradbury story, The Monsters Have Arrived on Maple Street. That was another story I read in middle school, and I remember thinking, this sounds familiar.
Yeah, that was... Is that the one where they turn the lights on and off? I think that was the Monsters Who Do on Maple Street. It has been a while since I saw that one. I don't think I knew that was a Ray Bradbury story. Right. Yeah, Ray Bradbury had so many good stories. And they also had that other series that I want to say it was called Bradbury Theater, that it was kind of like the Twilight Zone, but they were all based on Ray Bradbury stories. I think one of the things that made the Twilight Zone so good was it wasn't just that Rod Serling was a good writer, but you know, you found good writers whose work he could adapt, and then would, you know, use those writers repeatedly sometimes. Like, there were multiple Ray Bradbury ones and Richard Matheson stories. And, oh yeah, Harlan Ellison, I think, was one. This guy again. Goodness, he can only fire his nose lasers in like 3 directions.
Saw a stage adaptation of something in this way used, and that was the kind of thing that made me wish recording wasn't illegal, because I want to rewatch it all the time. The Twilight Zone was also very progressive, not just for the time, but a lot of it still holds up.
Yeah, it really does. Like, I know some episodes more than others. Like, as in film school at one point we watched some classic TV episodes on the big screen, and we watched Nightmare at 20,000 feet, and like a lot of people weren't, you know, I thought it still was reasonably creepy, but a lot of people weren't so impressed with the way they did the gremlin in that for the original. I don't know. I like theater, so I was always pretty good at suspension of disbelief. Something Wicked This Way Comes. I do want to watch that movie, but that's another one I want to read the book first. But I'm sure, being Ray Bradbury, it'll be really good. Shoot him now? Oh, yeah. Because some of those...
Angela. Yeah. I think we on realism too much sometimes. For one thing, that's not even the only style. Some things are melodrama, etc. But I think the movie version I saw of Something Wicked was not as great, ha ha ha.
The Alliance seems to be determined to win this war, and so am I.
Get ready.
Wasn't that great? I know it was a Disney movie, which was... That was interesting, because I assumed, you know, the book would be a little bit creepy for Disney, but yeah, I agree. It's like realism isn't the only thing, but it seems like a lot of people have trouble getting beyond, when things don't look realistic. Which, it's probably me less so because, I don't see things in as much detail, and B, I grew up watching older movies and TV shows because that was what my father showed me. With some of those old TV shows, they really, weren't that much different from a stage play. Twilight Zone was pretty cinematic, but some of the earlier 50s ones. Looks like we're above a precipice or something. Thank goodness we can't fall off, because I would totally do that. Oh yeah, Sid and Marty Krofft. Oh, I guess you don't have to destroy the spawner. But yeah, I'm trying to remember if I saw any of the Sid and Marty Krofft shows. I was always more a fan of, for children's stuff, I was more a fan of cartoons. But then from a fairly young age, I was also just, started watching old movies. I have no idea what I just walked into. Oh. lot of aliens. It's like, look like giant insects. Just in this game, but in other games and movies.
I remember several years ago when they made a film rated The Land of the Lost. It's one my channel was marathoning all the old episodes for like a week. That was a good week.
Oh, I didn't know they did a reboot of that. Ah, that's cool. They re-aired those. I do like it when when the channels will like do marathons of old shows. Like, I know they used to do a Twilight Zone marathon every. Is it the day after Thanksgiving? I think. Okay, there seems to be a limit to how many there can be on stage.
It's usually New Year's and sometimes 4th of July or Memorial Day or something.
Ah, okay.
Angela, I don't think they did a summer one this year though.
Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, it's a good thing to air around the holidays, I guess. The sort of thing that families can watch together, and yeah, people don't necessarily mind watching them over and over again. Speaking of Land of the Lost, did you ever have a chance to see Saul of the Mole Men? It was a Adult Swim show, maybe 10 years back now. I read that it was partly a parody of Land of the Lost. After I run out of continues this time, I may switch to something a little more adventure-y.
I've never heard of that. Repeat what you said after the title. Sorry, my husband started talking to me LOL.
Oh yeah, not at all. It was called Saul of the Mole Men, and I read that it was a parody of Land of the Lost, partly, and other shows. And it was made by Adult Swim, like, maybe it was 15 years ago? I'm not sure exactly. About some expedition that goes down into the center of the Earth and meets a bunch of, sentient, human-sized moles. That's sapient, not sentient. But I can speak. And yeah, it was also made references to other classic things, like, I only saw a few episodes, but I remember one character was like a hologram of someone who had been killed, like Red Dwarf, and there's some reference to the movie The Mole People.
Angela. Oh, that sounds funny. I'll look that up.
Yeah, I remember it as being funny, and if I recall correctly, the marketing for it was kind of brilliant, because they marketed it as though it was going to be about this expedition going to the center of the Earth, and, introduced all these characters. And then in the first, 2 minutes of the show, all the characters except the titular Saul end up killed. defying expectations. I always like that. I'm aware that I conserve my special weapons to a ridiculous degree. I'm like, but what if I run out? And then I die and lose them all and I have to continue anyway, so...
Yeah, I like that too. Sometimes I can't tell what your little enemy guys are supposed to be. Chewing Angela. Some look like bugs.
Yeah, some of them do, and others, I mean, are like planes or tanks, and some of them are just blobs. I think it's one of those things where it's they're aliens, so they can look like a whole bunch of different stuff. Some games like get ridiculous with that, like no unified aesthetic. They're just all, you know, random alien stuff. It's hard to tell if they're a spaceship or a bug. E.g. Yeah, that's good. It can be fun, especially in, you know, something like video games where there's not a serious story, just a bunch of cool stuff to shoot.
I've located the entrance to a maze of rooms. The walls are coated with an organic substance that seems to absorb light. The rooms seem almost indistinguishable from one another. I'd better be careful not to get lost in there.
Oh boy, obligatory maze level.
Get ready.
Goodness, they don't stop coming.
Plasma power. Plasma. Mega bomb. Blast scatter bomb.
Sure could go for a map. interesting. I wonder what bonus does. I hadn't noticed a score counter. Maybe there's one over there. As opposed to Smash TV, which is kind of gratuitous in its bonus items. Win a lifetime supply of toasters and VCRs.
Scatterbomb. Fire. Enter scatterbomb. Bonus. Triple. Power. Plasma. Plasma. Fire. Plasma. Scatterbomb.
Should pendulum. Oh no. Pulsing works. Should pendulum. And now, spiders.
Yeah, spiders. Hope nobody watching this has arachnophobia. Or phobia of large blobs that shoot. Or dragonfly phobia. Heaven knows what the Greek or Latin for dragonfly is. Greek, right.
Bonus. Fire. Plasma. Light. Fire. Killer. Bonus. Plasma.
Should pendulum. Those dragonfly things remind me of an enemy in the mines in Stardew Valley.
In the... Oh, Stardew Valley. I haven't played that game. Are there a lot of bug-based enemies in that?
Plasma. Bonus. Fire.
Okay, these rooms are clearly repeating.
Plasma. Fire. Bonus. Plasma. Shield. Plasma. Fire. Energy. Bonus. Fire. Bonus.
Should pendulum. It's nice and relaxing. If you are not in the mines, there's bugs, slimes, and bats mostly. They're almost exclusively in the mines or caverns,
Get ready.
which is nice because if you just want to chill and maintain your farm or go fishing or whatever and not fight that day, you can.
That's cool. So more like lets you play it the way you want to.
Scatter bomb. Bonus. Killer. Plasma.
Boy, I really hope this isn't one of those things.
It's a good mix, I think, because there are achievements to earn if you want to, but you don't have to make an achievement focus. It's a bit like Animal Crossing, but I like it more. It's got the look of a more retro game.
Ah. Yeah, that does sound neat. I know I've got a lot of friends who play Animal Crossing, especially, and I've done some who played Stardew Valley. Me, if I were playing a game like that, I'd be like, okay, I've got to get all the achievements eventually. Not any hint that I can see as to where, like what direction to go to actually advance. I'm hoping it's not one of those things like Zelda where, you know, you have to go down, then right, then down, then right to keep the rooms from repeating.
Bonus. Bonus. Gotcha. Get ready. Bonus. Fire. Fire. Triple. Bonus.
Pendulum. There's also two different ways to fix a town. You can either sell your soul to a Walmart-type corporation and pay them to fix all the broken stuff, or you can do all these really difficult quests to repair the community center and drive the corporation out of the town, I think. I have only ever taken the risk right there, but maybe one day.
That's really cool that you can do it either way. Yes, giant Walmart-type corporations. A threat, but they do make life convenient.
Mega bomb. Trip bonus.
Eventually I'm going to get tired of these same repeating rooms and start a different game. And of course I didn't read the manual, which might tell me what to do, but it might have come with a manual, which is just
Mega bomb.
inside the jewel case.
Bone killer. Scatter bomb.
assume it doesn't send you back to the beginning of the maze. Of course, how would you really know?
Angela, don't know what reminded me of this, but did you ever play any of the Flash games on Homestar Runner?
Yes! Ah, Homestar Runner, those were so good. I remember most of the strong bad emails, but... See, the only game I really remember was one about Trogdor the Burninator. It's one of those things. I know HomestarRunner.com was inactive for so long, but I wonder if they're going to continue it now that, you know, Flash is going to be discontinued in a couple weeks. I know some of the Flash game sites are making efforts to preserve everything, like the big ones like Newgrounds.
Angela, I recently found out that you actually can win Peasant Quest. I always thought the joke was you couldn't win, haha.
Peasant Quest. So is it one of those ones that for years it seemed like it was unwinnable? Yeah, it would make sense with the way they did games if that was the joke that it was unwinnable. It's like... I just remember the way they kind of made fun of video game conventions with "You cannot take ye flask."
Scatter bomb. Blast fire. Bonus.
Should Angela. To me, at base, I was maybe not persistent enough. It was a parody of King's Quest. I think. Yes. And, don't climb wavy trees.
Fire. Scatter bomb. Plasma. Fire. Bonus. Plasma. Fire.
You can't climb wavy trees.
Angela. In response to trying to climb a tree that was, for some reason, very wavy.
That sounds hilarious. Yeah, I've never played any of the King's Quest games. There are so many classic adventures I just haven't gotten around to, but that's great that they were parodying it like that.
Killer. Energy. Fire. Vagabomb. Bonus. Plasma. Fire. Plasma.
Haven't gone out of this room using the right doorway, so maybe that'll lead us somewhere.
Vagabomb. Bonus. Fire. Plasma.
First time in this room, we haven't. I don't know, I'm guessing. Excuse me. Drats. Go back down, will it? Wouldn't it be a gas if it were something as simple as you just have to keep going right?
Megabomb. Bonus. Scatterbomb. Fire. Plasma.
That's a human body there.
Megabomb. Energy bonus.
Back here.
Energy scatter bomb.
Haven't gone. Which way have I not gone on this one? Through the top door? It's just trial and error to advance. Oof. Back here. You know, I've been at this for a while and I don't seem to be making progress. I may go ahead and stop this one for now and try the other game I said I was going to play tonight, which is significantly different. Just because I can see myself wandering around this maze for hours. Besides, at least I know the password is static. I can just... Oh, the other game I said I was going to play tonight was, or at least try out, is Choose Your Own Nightmare. Night of the Werewolf. Yeah, Night of the Werewolf. A gritty and disturbing horror game about... Well, it's rated E, so it can't be that disturbing.
Shudupangela. Oh.
Hold on a moment, guys. Let me set... Just change this. Swap this out in the CD drive.
Shudupangela. Werewolves, yay.
My thoughts entirely. Yeah, back before they installed security devices in the DVDs, they just made the shrink wrap so hard to get off. You didn't even want to steal them. Oh, wait, I should put this on just chatting, so you all can see me opening the DVD and continuing to struggle with troublesome. Yeah, I forgot they used to do that. Wonder if I have a knife or a box cutter around here. I started streaming so late tonight because I was trying to make sure all the technology was working right. But then I forgot. I didn't brush up my DVD opening skills. I don't have the proper tools for this, but I know where I can get them. The kitchen. This should make things a lot easier. Maxwell House.
George, have you got the DVD open yet, George?
Not right now, Gracie. I'm using my Maxwell House box cutter. Good to the last slice. Right sponsor, wrong product. It all works out. Oh, interesting. This DVD actually comes with a manual. It basically says, use your remote control. Very constructive. I know a lot of these Choose Your Own Nightmare games were released on CD-ROM. And at some point they released a couple of them on DVD. Probably because the graphics were looking so dated. And I know it was originally a series of books, a spin-off or a type of choose your own adventure books.
Pendula. What time zone are you in, by the way?
I am Eastern time zone, so it's rather late for me, but then I am a night owl anyhow. Intended to start earlier and finish earlier, but best laid plans of mice and men.
Oh, so it is as late for you as it is for me, haha.
Yeah, I was going to ask what time zone you were in. Got to...
Pendula. Well, the good thing is I don't work on Mondays. Smiley face.
Oh, nice. And I just mostly work from home, so I'm glad I don't have to go to bed too early. Let's see. Select. Curious. Yeah. There we go. And that's odd, it's not showing up in chat. I mean in stream. But it's definitely showing up. Yeah, instead of opening the DVD on stream, I probably should have made sure it would work beforehand. Now, interesting, the player seems to be showing up, but when I look at the player itself, it's playing the movie, but it's not in OBS. Once again, technology seeks to foil me. No, it is. It's still showing up as just a blank blank screen within the player for you guys. It's worth a shot.
Pendula. Yeah, it's just all black except the top and bottom.
Ah, blast. I had that problem earlier and I fixed it. But I was testing it with a different DVD. Unless, of course, now that I've changed the graphical output in the player.
Wish I knew anything about this stuff so I could try to help.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I wish I knew more about it too. Wait, I can zoom in. It'll at least make it easier to see. I don't think I asked. Do you stream too, Pandula?
Pendula. Nah, just watch.
Cool. That's what I did for the longest time. I only started experimenting with streaming maybe a little over a month ago. It seems like every time I try it, I learn something new about how to make it work better. If I can't figure it out, I'm limited in what I know enough about to really try without just clicking on random settings. I do wish Windows Media Player could still play DVDs, but in Windows 10 they like took that out. Meh. Well, I can't figure out what it is. So, regrettably, I think I may call it a night. Sorry, that's a rather anticlimactic way to end, but it took me at least an hour to figure out how to get it to work the first time, and now that that's not working, I couldn't begin to guess. I wonder if it has something to do with the fact that it's an older DVD. Yeah, I think I'll probably...
Shooter Pendula. Ah, that's okay. I hope you can do it another night.
Yeah, thank you. And what should I call you? How do I pronounce your name? Shoot a Pangela?
Shooter Pendula. Oh, just Angela, like Lansbury.
Oh, Angela. Lansbury, nice. Like Murder, She Wrote.
Shooter Pendula. It's like shut up, Angela. Haha.
Ha, I get it. Yes, I probably will try and play this another night, since I do enjoy playing the more obscure games sometimes, discovering them on stream. And yeah, and it may, I can't think it's a great game, but it's probably interesting, back when interactive movies were a thing. Just thinking, if everybody could hang around a little while longer and we can raid somebody, that would be great. Let's see who's online. Oh. Yeah, my friend Felly, who's another variety streamer, is doing her first cooking stream ever tonight. I think it would be cool if we could raid her. I haven't been streaming long enough that I have raid calls yet. Eventually I'll have that and emotes and all those fancy things.
Shooter Pendula. I look forward to it for you.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. Am I doing this right? To Angela and everybody else who came to my stream and stuck around, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it, and I am sorry we weren't able to get Night of the Werewolf to work, but yeah, I'm still working out on a concrete schedule, but I'm trying to stream at least Sunday evenings and Wednesday evenings, and I hope you all come back when you get a chance, and please do stick around for the raid. And
Schmudapangela. Definitely will. Have a good night.
oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, and I hope you have a good night too.